me and welcome Abraham Flores.
We were living in a very nice neighborhood and wondered, what do these people do for a living? Most of us have. It'd be nice if you could drive up, knock on their door, and say, how have you found success? And how do I figure that out for myself? We don't do that because, well, it'd be awkward, but also because it can feel embarrassing to admit we don't understand it. Money can be a mystery, and we don't want to open up about it because we don't want to look dumb and we don't want to be taken advantage of. The truth is, it's okay to wonder those things, and it's okay to ask for help. It's just important to know who to ask and where to look for answers. Watching this webinar is a great place to start. This video was created by a group of friends who asked those questions and found answers. What we all have in common is a strong desire to help others and a company we chose to partner with called Primerica. I'll tell you more about that group of friends and the companies we represent later. But for now, I want to pull back the curtain on the mystery of how some people are financially successful and why most of us aren't. Think about where you are in life right now. Maybe you just got out of college, or you've been in a career as a teacher or in a trade or in some kind of business or nonprofit, or you've been forced into unemployment. It's possible you chose a career path with a sense of purpose. It's also possible you just took any job that was available. No matter where you are or why you're there, it's important to know that your future is not written in stone on some mysterious Mount Olympus. You have the authority and power to choose where you go from here. And it's okay if you want to make extra money so that you can live out your purpose and have a greater impact with your life. Even if you love what you do, it's okay to ask, is there a way I can do better financially or have more freedom of time? Answering that question might lead you to a different and equally or more satisfying career, or it might simply help you create another income stream. In any case, let's knock on that door together and ask some questions.
Step in the kitchen. How you guys doing today? One more time, how you guys doing tonight? There we go. All right, guys, so first of all, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart and everybody that's here today. Thank you guys for being here tonight. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you guys are here tonight, so give yourself a round of applause for doing that. Man, I miss this feeling, guys. I really, really do miss this feeling because I want you guys to understand, this is a safe haven for everybody out there, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the rules, right? I know I have to give the rules up here, right? So the first thing that I want you guys to know, we're going to follow CDC rules, right? So feel free, whoever wants to wear a mask, and you're comfortable, feel free. You don't have to, right? We're not going to enforce that in here, right? We're all negative. We check the temperatures up in the front, right? There's sanitizers everywhere. But I want you guys to go ahead and feel free to, meet with other individuals, right? If you have your cell phone, please turn it off, right? Trust me, if it's an emergency, they'll call 911, right? And we want to make sure you guys spend the time that you have with us, a good time here. If you guys get recognized, by the way, feel free to come through the front and then leave through this side, right? So people are not, bumpy to each other, right? But again, guys, I'm super excited to be here with you guys. And at the end of the day, guys, all I could really say is that all we take with us is memories and great friendships, guys. And I want to thank every single one of you guys for that. Okay. So the next person I have come up, what can I say about this individual, right? Man, guys, we have the best of the best. We really, really do. This guy in here that we're going to talk about. I remember when I got started in the business, Kathy, I remember he asked me a simple question. Abraham, how many years of experience do you have in finances? At the time, I had 0 years of experience. I'll shake my hand. He says, now you have 10 years of experience because everything I'm going to teach you, right? And that's exactly what this man did. He took me under his wing, even though I didn't know anything, right? And I want to thank you so much for doing that and changing my life forever, guys. So if you guys could please stand on your feet, please help me welcome here to $1 million. How are you guys doing this evening? All right. Super excited for doing this again, man. It feels like I've been here before, like deja vu, right? This is so awesome, man. We're really excited to have you guys come tonight. And my part is going to be to talk about who we are, what we do. By the way, I've been working with a company. The other day, I keep saying 18 years. I've been saying 18 years. I feel like for 4 years. And then Ernesto goes, hey, bro, you started in 2002. And I'm like, oh, I've been here for 19 years. Crazy.
thinking it though. Always making me feel young. But today he gave me a compliment. He said, "Hey, Raul, for us young people," I said, "Yeah, thank you. Come on, keep going. Keep going." Yeah, so I'm really excited, guys. I have been with Primerica for 19 years now, and it's been an amazing, incredible journey in my life. I started when I was 22, 23 years old, and I didn't know nothing about insurance, nothing about investments, nothing about finances. I was very scared to get in front of people. I'm a little nervous actually right now because it's just natural for me, right? Because I'm an introvert by nature, but they told me that I could learn about money. That attracted me. Because money, when's the last time you learned about money? Do you remember learning about money in school? They don't teach it. I was a high school teacher teaching math, and I was teaching pi, 3.14, quadratic equations. Do you remember using that in real life lately? What a waste of time, right? But money, everybody say money. Anybody have a dollar bill? Por ahí? $100 bill, preferably $100 bill. I promise I will give it back to you. Come on, pull out a bill. Come on, Terry Sharp. Terry is gonna hook it up. There you go, my friend. All right, so check this out. See if you're an RVP, you should have $100 bills in your pocket, man.
Everything's in my socks.
Susie, oh, it's in your socks. Okay, got it. So check this out, guys. We have not a dead president, but usually a dead president, right? Benjamin Franklin. This guy, Benjamin Franklin, Benji. He has a lot of names, right? He is the hardest worker that you will ever meet. He doesn't eat. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't even blink. And he's a hard worker. But let me ask you a question. Is he working for you or is he working against you? This is the same question that was asked to me 19 years ago when I went to my first meeting, just like this one right now. If you're here for the first time, this is the same question that was asked to me 19 years ago. And I said, I have no idea how Benji works because nobody taught me. I got a bachelor's degree, and in college, they don't teach you this stuff. 19 years later, I got a 13-year-old. That's my oldest. I got an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I asked them, mija, mijas, have you learned about money in school? You know what they say? No. Guess what, guys? Your kids and your grandkids will never learn about money in school. That's why our business is thriving. That's why our business is growing. Our stock is started at $15 a share. Right now, it's at $147, $50 a share. It's thriving because people need to be educated. That's what attracted me about Primerica. The second thing, thanks a lot, sir. I got to say. Just kidding. The second thing is having a better opportunity, hope and opportunity for a better future. Back then I was a teacher, and the highest paid guy that I knew was my coworker. He was making $60,000 a year, and he had been working as a teacher for 20 years already. And I said, that's my future 20 years from now. And that wasn't exciting, let me tell you. I just accepted it. I said, if 20 years from now, as a teacher, I'm going to be making 60 grand a year, then I guess that's just the way life is. That's the cards that life has dealt me. And I didn't know that there was a better way. I've always had an entrepreneur spirit, and I was open to an opportunity, and they gave me a shot. Primerica gave me a shot. They told me, Raul, the guy also that presented this, he said he showed his income, and that month, I think he had made like $56,000 that month, $56,000 in 1 month. And the highest paid guy that I knew was my coworker who made almost a little bit over that, $60,000 a year instead of a month. And that shocked me. That shocked my system, my culture, I come from low income housing. I grew up in Campo, but before that I grew up in the Arabia Trailers. You know where Arabia Trailers across the street from Mecca Vineyards? It's like Mexicans, a bunch of Mexicans that don't have papers live there, that are low income, that worked in the grape fields. That's where I come from. Crazy, right? That's where I come from. My parents don't speak English still. My dad couldn't afford a Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, right? These are first world problems, okay? Damn, man, you're poor if you don't have a game system, a game console, right? And, and in Mexico, you're poor if you don't have shoes, right? Or if you don't have food. And guys, this shocked my system. All right. So I'm very excited to share with you this opportunity. If this is your first time, guys, hopefully it impacts you like it impacted me, because now me and my wife, 19 years later, we make, last month we made $57,000. $57,000 last month. Hopefully it changes your life like it has changed my life. And all we offer is an opportunity, not a guarantee, an opportunity. So pay close attention because it could change your life, right? So who is Primerica? We've been in business since 1977. We're not a new company, right? So it's older than I've been alive. That's a good sign, right? Still in business. Listed in New York Stock Exchange. Here's a picture of the New York Stock Exchange. Our ticker symbol is PRI. And like I said, you can look it up right now. You can Google PRI and all the public information comes out of it. So we're not private. 2020 was our 10th year anniversary in the New York Stock Exchange. And by the way, to be part of the New York Stock Exchange, you have to be an elite company. You have to be invited. Not any company could be part of it. Only Google, Microsoft, Tesla, right? Only elite companies get to be there. Approximately 5 million lives in the area of insurance. That's how many clients we have. 2 million in the area of investments. Those are the two areas that we're going to talk about right now. And we are the largest financial services marketing organization in North America with almost 140,000 licensed representatives, which is huge. Let me tell you how huge that is. You've heard of Farmers, right? Farmers has 40,000 agents. Primerica has 130,000 agents, and it's downhill from there. Allstate, 19,000. New York Life, 12,000 agents. Primerica has more agents than Allstate, State Farm, Farmers, and New York Life combined. Give Primerica a big hand, guys. Come on. So we're no joke, man. We're the Amazon of the financial service industry. It only gets better than this. You know, Amazon, when you've all bought stuff in Amazon yesterday, right? You guys all use Amazon. We all use Amazon. We love Amazon, especially during the pandemic. Their stock skyrocketed because of the pandemic, right? Well, was it an Amazon product? No, right? Companies use the Amazon platform to sell their products to the world, right? So Primerica, we're the same. Companies want to use our 130,000 licensed sales force to sell their products to the world. You see that? We're going to get all these financial, okay, let me prove it to you. In 1977, there was about 12,000 life insurance companies. You know how much there are right now? My bad. I got the number wrong. Ready for this one? Here's the right number. In 1977, there was 3,000 life insurance companies in the United States. You know how much there are now? Fast forward 43 years later. There's 800 life insurance companies now. So it went from 3,000 to 800. You know what we're doing? We're putting companies out of business, just like Amazon is putting companies out of business. Well, you know what? In some cases, they deserve it, okay? They sell crazy, nasty products that you will learn as you get better and as you get more educated, which is why our company is exploding. We do life insurance, 401ks, annuities, and you can see the middle gray area right there, right? And we use companies that have been around for longer than Primerica, and they want us to use our sales force because they don't have, see, Lincoln, they don't have enough agents to sell their products. So they're always looking for ways to sell their products. And one of the ways is, hey, let's partner up. Have you heard of the word, it's like a new way to sell. It's like a new way to sell.
E-commerce?
It's like network marketing. Yeah, what is it?
Brand ambassador.
Like a brand ambassador, but it has a different word. It's gonna come to me, but affiliate marketing. You guys heard of that, right? It's a key word. Affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing. This is exactly what it is. They affiliate with us. We sell their product through the agents, and they get paid a little bit for that, right? You see how that works? It's all affiliate marketing. Let's go to the next one, brother. So this is our concept. Very simple concept. Anybody could teach it. You could learn this in school. My 7-year-old daughter understands this. Financial services is not rocket science, but they want to make it rocket science so that they could charge financial advisors, charge $300, $400 an hour. Okay, check this out. We teach people to protect their finances in case they die too soon or live too long. Die too soon, we are all gonna die. We just don't know when. And if you die too soon, and if you have dependents like me, I'm married, I have 3 little girls, you know, there's mortgage, there's responsibility. So if I die too soon, I want to make sure that my wife, right there, raise your hand, beautiful, right there. If I die too soon or she dies too soon, I'm rich, right? I'm a rich widow if I die. But so is she. Actually, she's gonna be richer if I die. But. So she's gonna be taken care of because in the early years, there's responsibilities and not a lot of money saved. But as time passes by, people should also protect in case they live too long with a savings. So the blue line is a savings. In the beginning, there's little savings. So there's a big need for life insurance. But in the later years, the need for life insurance drops because the savings has grown. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is very simple. This is what we teach. So we help families to insure themselves and have a savings. Let's go to the next one. All right. So we also teach people how money works. We show people that, look, most people, what do they do with their money? They put it in the middleman, which is banks, credit unions, and insurance companies like Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America. Okay. And then what do they do with our money? I didn't know, guys. When I first saw this for the first time, it blew me away. I didn't know. This is how ignorant I was with money. I thought that, in the movies, there's this huge vault. And if you open up this vault, there's a ton of money in there, right? Like stacks of $100 bills. But that's not how it works. What they do is for every dollar that they get, did you know that they're allowed to nineplicate it? They by law, for every dollar that they get, they could turn it into $9 and lend it out to people. Did you know that? I didn't know that. This is amazing. So they work the money in the global economy, and then what do the banks get to do that? They get an 8 to 28% return. And what do they give us? They give us less than 1%. In fact, you just imagine a penny. This is a penny, right? Now imagine this penny is cut into 100 little pieces. And then you get one piece, and that piece belongs to you. Who's excited about that? Who's pissed about that? So guess what? Nobody likes that. So we teach people how to fight the banks. That's why they don't like us. Look at this. We teach people bypass the middleman, become an owner, not a loaner, so that you could get the returns that the stock market has averaged since 1924, 9 to 12%. A lot of people don't know this, guys. In the last 10 years, the stock market has given a rate of return per year of 19% per year.
Right.
19% per year. That means that if you, because you don't know, because they don't teach it in school, and banks are not going to teach you. Banks want to get this. They're not going to teach you, right? See how powerful it is what we do for families, guys? We educate the consumer about how to have an emergency fund so that they can protect themselves in case they lose their job in the next 3 to 6 months of income. How to have an educational fund. Why? Because student loans is the worst debt you could have. Do you know that student loans, you can't bankrupt it? If you don't pay it, they'll garnish your wages. It's the worst that you could have. So why not save for your kids' college, and then also for a retirement plan where you could have a tax-free withdrawal? And you could open any of these for as little as $50 a month. But ideally, that's nothing. That's not going to create any wealth. But anybody could open one. That's the beauty of it. That means we help anybody, guys. And not only that, you should ideally save 10% of your income. Everybody should save 10% of their income. How do you calculate that, Raul? Well, if you make 5,000, just take out, what is it? 10. That's it. Remember that? Easy math. If you make 4,000, just take out 10. $400 a month, right? If you make 3,000 a month, you should be saving how much? $300 a month. That's the goal. If you can't right now, I get it. I was there, right? That's why you need to join Primerica, so you could make more money so that you could help people out. Does that make sense? Or at least become a client so that you could budget, get out of debt, so you could save 10% of your income. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Here's what we do. We build a financial house. We teach people, look, step number 1, protect your income with term life insurance. Then we don't just sell life insurance and that's it. You'll never see us again. We come back to the client and we're going to help them build right here. Number 2 is a budget, emergency fund, and a will. Then step number 3 is paying off your debt. Everything's a strategy. You see that? Emergency fund. Why before paying out debt? Because an emergency fund, if an emergency comes and you don't have an emergency fund, what do? Hey, brother, can you lend me $1,000? Right? Or you ask the Visa, right? You pull out your Visa card and you charge it because you're too embarrassed to ask for money. So you get in debt. That's what people do when they don't have an emergency fund, right, guys? See how powerful this is? And then paying off your debt. Why? Because when debt is high, savings is low. So if did you know that the average car payment is $500 a month? The average car payment is $500 a month. So if a family didn't have a car payment, then they could save $500 a month for their future. This is beautiful, right? They could get out of debt. Now they could save for their retirement, for kids' college, and other goals and dreams. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate your desire to become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent?
10. 20.
Only some people want to become financially independent. And I get it. That was my wife's voice, you can tell. Well, I could tell, because she's my wife. Estoy bien enamorado, hijos. On a scale 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate your desire to become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent? Of course a 10, right? So how do you make money in Primerica? Well, first of all, you need a license. You can't have felonies. You must be over 18. You must be a resident or a citizen. Okay. And this is the California state license, but every state has their own license. Okay. All states are different. So right here, you're going to see that you could do health insurance with it. You could do annuities. You could do life insurance with this license. It's a great license. Okay. Costs money. And I'm going to give you some good news right now because you don't have to pay for it because we partner up. We're affiliated with Primerica. This is so beautiful, guys. All right. So check this out. I'm going to show you how you get paid real quick. And I'm going to do I'm going to flip the screen share. Let's see how this works. Okay. This is all an experiment. We just got this TV and let's see if this works. Okay. Here we go. 2970. Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Check this out. It's so good. This is so awesome. I'm a nerd, so this is beautiful. Okay. Check this out. What do you think the average family could save per month? Per week? $50 a week, $100 a week, or $200 a week? What would you say?
50.
The average family.
50.
The average family could only save $50 a week. So what is that? Well, times 4, that's $200 per month. Times 12, that's what? $2,400. Oops, per year, right? This is the average family, guys. Check this out. The average family in a 30-year period, if they have 30 years to save, they're going to only be able to accumulate 70 what, Neto?
4,000.
74 or 72,000. Somebody do the math for me. $74,000, I believe the answer is. Now, let me ask you a question. 30 years from now, could you retire with $74,000?
No.
Can anybody retire? Especially if you like the casino, forget it. 1 year, it's gone. $72,000.
My bad.
Thank you, Neto. Damn, Neto. You don't have $100 and you got your math wrong, bro. Jeez. I'm just kidding. Hey, don't laugh at Neto, right? Just laugh with me. Okay. Only I could say that, all right? Nobody could mess with Neto. I'll kick your butt. Just kidding.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, so check this out, guys. $72,000 is not enough. So check this out. What we're going to do is with those $200 that a family could do, we're going to put $100 in a life insurance policy where the husband is going to be covered for $300,000. Wife is going to be covered for $300,000 and the kids are going to be covered for $15,000. You with me?
Yeah.
Now check this out. The other 200, we're going to put it in a Roth IRA and at 12% return in a Roth IRA, this family is going to have approximately $374,000. Now check this out. If the husband dies prematurely, the wife gets $300,000 tax free. If the husband lives a long life, the wife and the husband get $374,000 also tax-free. Guys, this is so crazy. I just showed you how to turn $72,000 into $300,000, worst case scenario, $374,000, best case scenario. This is what we do for families, guys. Johnny, take over. This is beautiful. All right, this is amazing. Do I have to stop mirroring? There it is. Okay, so now let me show you how you would have gotten paid. You get your life license. The life insurance policy pays $100. All right, and this is how it works. 100. This is how we get paid. 100 times 12 is 1,200. Entry level position in Primerica is 50%. 50% of 1,200 is $600. That's how much you're gonna get paid. How long did it take me to show you the $200 example and all that stuff?
5 minutes.
2 to 5 minutes. Okay. But sometimes families feed you. They like to talk. They like to talk about their friends, their family, the referrals. They have questions. It's going to take about 30 minutes of your time to an hour. You with me? So how long does it take you right now to make $600? How long? You know me, when I was a high school teacher, it used to take me 4 days full time to make $600 as a high school teacher. Full time. So 4 por 8, 32. Right? I could only multiply in Spanish thanks to my dad. 32 hours. It takes me 32 hours to make $600. 32 hours. Here, you can make it in an hour by getting a life license. That's how we get paid. So look, you cannot take advantage of that until you get your life license. So you can't take advantage of it. So how do you get your life license? Well, you could do it on your own, which is 32 hours, licensing materials, fingerprints, background check, life license. And on top of that, we're going to add the securities license. It's going to cost you $2,000 to do it on your own. But with Primerica, because we're affiliated with Primerica, affiliate marketing, right? The same thing you're going to have to do, right? You're still going to have to pay the test, but all you have to pay is $124. And immediately, Primerica gives you a $50 signing bonus. Just like that. Just for signing up, they give you $50 bonus that is banked. They can't give it to you until you get your life license. Does that make sense? But it's there, waiting for you. Beautiful. They pay for everything. Is this crazy or what? So if Primerica is going to pay over $2,000 in licensing fees, could you at least come up with $124? Who wins? Everybody wins. Everybody wins, but especially you win. So what is the next step? Now that you see how simple and easy it is to educate and help a family with their retirement plan as quick as 30 minutes, because I've been talking for about 20 minutes right now, right? And you make $600, would you agree that $124 is worth the investment?
Yes.
Of course, right? So here's the next step. You have to submit your background application with $124. You could do that tonight. You could do that with Visa or MasterCard. Make sure you tell the person that invited you to do it so we can get the ball rolling and make money. Number 2, start the licensing process. We're going to take you by the hand and show you step by step what you need to do to get your life license with the Department of Insurance. You're never going to be alone. All you have to do is call us. We literally have classes every single day at 9 p.m. every day to teach you and help you pass the test. It's beautiful. And number 3, you're going to get trained. We're going to show, we need to get you trained, get the experience so you could get your first promotion at 50% contract so you can start making money. By the time you're licensed, you know what you're doing. Does that make sense, guys? Is this awesome or what? All right. So up next, I'm going to bring up my wife. We're going to do a little bit of recognition. Let's give it up. Stand up to your feet. Give it up to my beautiful wife, Noemi.
Help me welcome Abraham Flores. And last but not least, help me welcome Keanu Martinez. Okay, we got some recognition. If you can please, this is where you guys can dance, get loud, you know. So we're gonna recognize these individuals. Help me welcome with one close for the Help me welcome with one recruit, Raul Jr. Help me welcome with one recruit, Caesar. Help me welcome with one recruit, Gabriela. Help me welcome with one recruit. Great job, Caesar. Help me welcome with one recruit, Jacqueline Cabrera. And last but not least, there's Dolly. And they know it. Help me welcome number one recruiters for the week, Sergio and Diana Velasquez. Okay, let's give it up for the investments. People that are opening investments. Help me welcome Keanu and Nicole Martinez. With over 10,000 in investments, Johnny Avila. With over $25,000 in investments, Abraham Flores. With over $55,000 in investments, Raul and Noemi Avila. But there's Dolly. With over $66,000 in investments, help me welcome Ernesto Marcos. Okay, we can look at the screen. If your name is here, comment up. Anybody who got life license from March 20th during the pandemic, we would like for you to come on up. So, this is crazy because let me tell you something. Right now, the pandemic has really taught us all something. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
We all went through the valley of the shadow of death, right? But we shall fear no evil. Because let me tell you, in the midst of a pandemic, we grew. And I just want to tell you that we have the toughest team. The toughest team that in the middle of the crisis, they decided to move forward. And I am just very proud of you guys. I'm going to name them all because they deserve recognition. And half of them are watching on Zoom and they deserve recognition. But if you hear your name, come on up because you are proud of this explosion. Today is our very first welcome back night. And look, we are in standing room only. So I can't even wait to see what next week's shows, right? So if I call up on your name, DJ, let's give them a really nice song. If you guys want to dance, that's fine. But I'm going to be calling them up. Help me welcome Alicia Carrillo. Help me welcome Kathy Andrade. Let's give it up for Alicia Miranda, Ada Martinez, Rogelio González, Emmanuel Vargas, Miguel Buenrostro, Karen Navarro. Let's give it up for Alex Castilla. Yes, Kenya Huertes, Dustin Castillo, Iván Cabrera, Alexander Luther, Ledesma, Emmanuel Vargas, Sonia Mejia, Luz González, Adriana Fernández, Adriana González, Edgar Ruiz, Francisco Contreras, Ignacio Montier, Lucien Lobo, Laura Guzmán, Yesenia Montesioca, María Gallardo, Tania García, Estrella García, Yanel Valdez, Viridiana García, Ricardo Moreno, Rubén Armenta, Jessica Fuentes, Stephanie Mendoza, Miguel Buenrostro, Estrella García, Roberto Machuca, Gabriela Pulido, Priscila Acosta, Raimundo Andrade, Estrella Esparza, Elizabeth Reyes, Gregorio Villagómez,
Awesome.
Renato Escobar, Areli Ortega, Karina Secha, María Campos, Sara Reyes, Onega Miranda, Sadie Campos, Juan Lane, Brian Dickens, Wendy Ayala, Juliana Ramos, Nancy Ayala,
From
It
Bakersfield.
is from Baker's. She drove. Okay. She drove Daisy Chávez, Erika Morales, Susana Cárdenas, Carlos Conrique, and Hilario Hernandez,
Yeah.
and Maria Coy. Come on up, Maria. And let's give it up for Ivan Okay, we got people that got mortgage license with the new mortgage license. Let's give it up for Keanu and Nicole Martinez. Okay, mortgage license, Ernesto Arco. Mortgage license, Kyle and Anna Bryan. Great job, guys. Mortgage license, Raúl and Noemi Avila. Mortgage license, Terry Sharp. Series 6 and 63, Johnny Avila. Series 6 and 63, Diana Sanchez. Series 65, Ernesto Arco. Just passes life license, Genaro Piñiguez. Alicia Miranda. Let's give it up. She's on Zoom. Just passed her life license. She couldn't make it, but she's on Zoom.
Yes.
No excuses, girl. Got promoted, got license. Let's give it up for Sandy Andrade. Victor Hernández. Alicia Carrillo. Okay, team captain, help me welcome number 5, Johnny Avila. Next RVP, these are next up and coming RVPs. Number 4 with 394,000 points, Jacqueline Hernandez. 567,000, Diana Sergio Velázquez. Number 2, 631,000. Jacqueline Cabrera. But there's only and she will be an up and coming RVP. Welcome, Diana Every Wednesday we have an accountability. This is optional. Your license, you're welcome. Every Wednesday at 10 a.m. leaders meet here and we do the accountability. Where are you at for the month? What are you doing? What's your income? When are you going RVP, etc.? The RVPs run it. But for this week, we have the honor to tell you guys that we have a top gun and she's on track to be a top gun again this week. But I am just so proud of this girl. She wants to retire her husband. She does this full time and her husband does Primerica part-time. His goal is to quit his job to do Primerica full-time and they can both do this together. Help me welcome Tanya and Ray Okay, we have somebody. If you are part of okay, we can't have everybody here because it's just a lot of people. But if you're a regional or a division from Vianney's team? Come on up. A regional or a division? Come on up. I just want to say something. I know she's gonna talk right now and share with you guys what are some of the things she did. But she passed her Series 6 a couple of yesterday, Saturday. Man, and she totally inspired me and these girls and all the girls to pass it. I am just so proud of you, Vianney. So proud of you because you don't give up, you know, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in my close, that to win in anything, you have to have the spirit of never giving up. And you have it. And I have no doubt you're going to be huge. We want you to share a little bit about how was the test, and you're going for your Series 63 already, started studying, and you will be the next broker here in the office. You have a huge team, great team. And you're just amazing in my book, girl. Seriously, you represent a true woman in Primerica. Help me welcome Vianney Rodriguez. She has brokerage license, so she will be getting very soon. She will be one of the brokers or here in the Coachella Valley. So I am just very proud. Yes, very proud of her. But talk to us, Vianney. How was the test for those of us that are scared of it? And what would you recommend? What did you do to study, et cetera, et cetera?
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to welcome every single one of you for being here today. I mean, I can't believe it's been a year since we've last been here. And man, time flew by, but I'm just super grateful to be here today. And man, what can I say? The test itself, for me, it was challenging in the beginning because for me, it was more of like a mental battle I had to overcome. I was so scared of the test, of failing and stuff, but I had to change my thinking and how I was thinking towards the test. And once I did that, I was able to pass my SIE. I did that through the pandemic, also the 6. So for me, it was always staying accountable to my mentor, Brandy Padilla. If you're seeing this, I want to give Kona Butterflies a shout out. Thank you so much. I always tell her, you know, how grateful I am to God for her and her husband for the Kona family, because prior to me passing these exams, actually, going to school, I was always like, I'm a super A type, I'm very active. It's very hard for me to stay still. As you guys can see, I move around a lot. And for me to stay focused, it's hard, right? But for me, meeting Brandy and them, it helped me out. They have a system perfect for people that are just like me. And, it helped me out so much. So I'm just super excited because I already started going for the 63. By the next month, I'm going to be an RVP fully licensed with the 63. So also, and I also want to thank my team because I'm nothing without them. And I really appreciate every single one of you for all that you guys do. I love you guys so much. And I am here because of you. So thank you guys so much. Jesus, thank you guys. Thank you, RVP. All the RVPs, regionals, picture, princess.
Wait, who got One, two, three.
Thank you, RVP. You have no idea how much we miss this. Right, Vianney?
Yes, I do. Oh my God.
Great job,
Let there be light. Let there be light. How are you guys doing? into it, but I get to close out a meeting, and I'll tell you something. I'm very excited to be here. You have no idea how excited I am. COVID hit last year. Then we went on a lockdown, right? And I remember the last conversation we had when we were all together was go buy some groceries and see you in Zoom. That's how we ended our last meeting, and now we're back. And I'm at a point right now that no news is good news. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
No news is good. It is actually good news. During COVID, we decided to get rid of cable TV, so we have no cable. We just did a lot of changes. Anything that at home we didn't acknowledge was toxic, we got rid of it. And honestly, that's kind of what it takes to win. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about the G's how that we have to settle the 4 G's to win in anything. Number one, to me, the first G will be knowing that this is where God wants you to be. This meaning maybe Primerica, or this the situation that you're in. You cannot quit. You can't settle. You have to keep moving forward, right? Some of you guys lost loved ones. Some of you guys lost some business. But let me tell you, you have to keep going. You can't stay there. I always say when I lost my dad on a Wednesday, and Saturday we had training, and I showed up because I answered this question to myself. What would my dad tell me if he was right here next to me? And my dad would have said, no, vístete, arréglate y vete a la junta. That's what my dad would have said. So I came to the meeting, and I was broken from the inside, but at the same time, I had the confirmation that he would have wanted me to continue to succeed. So you have to know that this is where God wants you to be. Number 2, give it your 110% in everything that you do. Guys, some of you guys are parents, husbands. You guys work with Primerica. Give it your all. Be passionate. We say it's recognition time. Get excited, be excited, because, I always say, what if today's your last day and you didn't give it your all? I love to get home and be tired. I love it. Some people just complain. It's like the middle of the day. I'm like, oh, tired. No, tired is like when we're out, right? The lights are off. We got to get excited, passionate, energetic, right? In order for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Number 3, grit. You have 2 options. Grit, I discovered it's this. You have 2 options. Either stay in the boat or walk on water. And right now, the pandemic, we saw a lot of people that stayed in the boat, but we also were witness of people who decided to walk on water. And and we see it because people's incomes double. Before the pandemic, my husband and I had been stuck at $200,000 of income. And then 1 year we doubled our income and we hit our 4 diamond. We went over $400,000 of income. And he just shared with you guys today, last month, we hit another income breaking month. We hit $57,000 in income. Figure out, what would you do? What would your life be if time and money was no issue? If time and money was no issue, who would you help? Where would you give? What would be the things you would like to see your family do if time and money was no issue? Make a commitment. How do you build a legacy? How do you never forget this one? How do you build a legacy? 1 recruit at a time. I made a commitment. This was, I'm going to share with you guys, but I didn't share with you guys. I made a commitment. I said to myself, there's going to be a reopening. And in the reopening, you have the option to have at least 2 guests there from there on, or go back to not having guests like last year left you. You see what I mean? So you have an option. And I made a commitment every, and I know the numbers. The numbers is you invite 10 people, 2 will show up. Those are the numbers. So I was on the phone yesterday. I was thinking, no, I have to have my 10 invites, because out of 10 people, 2 will show up. Those are the numbers. And my 2 invites are here. But it started from 10 people, right? And if I want to have 4, I got to invite how many? 20 people. And we cannot gamble anymore with success because time's running out. Prove it to me. Look at your parents. Time's running out. Now we know exactly the formula to success because success is a system, but so is failure. There is a system to failure. We sometimes fail in life because of the decisions we make, right? And we succeed in life because of the decisions we make. People don't wake up and say, wow, today I'm financially independent. No, this financial independence it's for a person that what? Plans, right? So financial independence is for someone that plans. Then the formula to success to becoming financially independent is what? Planning. The formula to be financially broke at age 65 is not do anything about it and spend every penny that comes through your hands, right? So if you end up being broke at age 65, you didn't save. There wasn't any discipline involved. And we have an option to change that now. We have tools. I remember when I started Primerica, all I wanted to do is make extra income. If I could just make extra $1,000, I'm in. And I was talking to Maria and I was telling her, Maria, I made a commitment that I would just never miss a meeting. I will show up because the guy that was talking on stage had just made $35,000 and I had never met anyone in my life that had ever made $35,000 in 1 month, right? So if you're looking at this and you might be thinking, wow, if Noemi can make $57,000 in 1 month, I can at least make half of that, right? And the key here is to always show up. Show up to what? Show up to your future. Show up to the possibility that it can happen to you. Show up to the fact that if it could happen to Raul and Noemi, it could happen to me. We serve the same God. Never confuse him, right? Never be confused in that, oh, why them and not me? No. They're doing something you're not. So let's start doing it, right? And I just want to tell the brand new people, when I started Primerica, I didn't think I would ever make $10,000 because I come from a broken family. You know, my dad kind of walked out on us when we were little. And why did I pick financial services? Because I always felt my family was cheated financially. See, you're in Primerica. Let me tell you why. You see us very excited, right? You see us very happy. And you're probably thinking, if this is your first meeting, I like this. First of all, there's no gathering, so I already like this, you know? So people in Primerica are happy. But let me tell you something, a secret about Primericans. The other half, half of me, happy. The other half, I'm a mad woman. I'm mad because of what the financial industry has done to families like mine. I'm upset because if jobs could pay me less, a woman like me, they would do it to me. I'm upset because if they could rip me off on giving me a higher interest on my home, they would give it to me. I'm upset if the credit cards could charge me 30%, 40% interest, they would do it to me. Why? So I could be their slave forever. And I came to a Primerica meeting and I made a commitment. I ain't nobody's slave. I'm a free woman and I'm going to run and build my Primerica business like what I am, a free woman. And that can happen to you too if you decide to get after it. It's not for the most talented. Talent has nothing to do with winning. It's for the hardworking people that are sick, mad at something, but at the same time have the hope that they can be somebody, right? It's for them. It's for people that say, you know what, God, you and me are the majority and we're coming after it. And I'm not going to let 2021 be the same story as 2020 or 2019, right? Right? 2019, everything was blooming, right? Remember 2019? Everything was great. And then 2020, I feel like it's a year that when like 10 years from today, they're going to ask us, Casey's the 2020, you know? We're going to say two stories. Casey, this between 2020 and 2021, we're going to have two stories. Half of the people are going to say, I don't remember much. I remember we were on lockdown, right? And then there's going to be the half of us, Americans, that are going to say, you know what? That was the year I started a business. You know what? That was the year that I showed up to a Primerica meeting. I memorized the address, 74040 El Paseo, Suite F. And today I'm a regional vice president. And today I have the power builder ring. And today my family, if I die, they claim ownership. Today, if I die, my family claims ownership. And today is the day that I make $1 million. You have two stories. There's always two sides of the stories, right? Even the coin has two sides. And you have two sides. And today you have the opportunity to choose. I'm either going to change my life forever, or I'm going to be repeating the same story, right? The same story. Cosas no te pasan por accidente. Las cosas te pasan al propósito. Alguien te invitó y por eso estás aquí, right? Y si no tuvieras lo que se toma para ganar en Primerica, no estuvieras aquí. You wouldn't be here, right? If nobody would see your gifts, you wouldn't be here. Tú estás aquí por algo. Back then, they used to tell me, Noemi, I don't want to do Primerica. Why? Because the test is in English. Well, now it's in Spanish. Right? No, I can't do Primerica. Why? My kids. Now you could do appointments through Zoom. You can make, dude, serious story. The first month we made $53,000. Raul and I were running kitchen table appointments from our bedroom. And I'm like, babe, bájale porque I'm closing. You'd be like, no, hurry up, apúrate porque I'm closing too, you know? And we were both tag teaming and we were closing. We decided that month, and we ended up at $53,000, that we were going to make $1,000 a day with our pen. That's what we decided to do, right? And it became a game because I'm like, dude, ¿qué vamos a hacer en la casa todo el día? Pues nada, let's make money, right? Let's make money. If we're going to be home all day, let's make what? Money. Let's just make money. We're done with excuses. Let's just make money, okay? So we decided we were going to make money, and a lot of our teammates made great income. I remember that month, regionals were making over $5,000 because the pandemic helped when you're in a financial service, life insurance industry, right? But the pandemic didn't cause financial hardship. It exposed it.
Yes.
It exposed what was already there. You know, like cuando nunca barren abajo de la carpet, and all of a sudden, all the pandemic did was this. To everybody, all of us, the pandemic did. Ay, vamos a ver. No, right? All the pandemic did, it exposed it. But I just want to tell you guys, I want to welcome you back to our office. I want to tell you that you're not alone. If you're here for the very first time, this is your first meeting. You have you were never part of our own meetings. If this is your very first meeting, raise your hand. Okay. Congratulations for being here. And I know there's a lot of people on Zoom right now because there was a bunch of texts that we got that people were going to be on Zoom. Don't leave. Build relationships, right? Have that drive. You know, Neto and Abraham were doing the training right now on overcoming objections, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I felt this. There's no objection that a winner can't take. There's no objection that a winner can't take. Once you let me give you a picture of what an objection means to me. These are my daughters. Let's say one of my daughters, my house is on fire. There's nothing you can tell me to stop going into that home.
Right.
You can bet yo no me importa. Even if I die, I'm gonna find my daughter and I'm gonna bring her out. When you don't take action, you're letting your family burn in there because you're not willing to take action. When you're ready to save your family, there's no, dude, even the person after 3 objections, you're like, you know what, bro, let me save you some time. This is not for you. And you go on to the next one. You understand? When you're ready, When you're ready, you go in there and you save your whole family. When you're ready. I pray that tonight is the night that you get ready. And when you attack goals and when you go for your ring, for your RVP plaque, right? Was there anything that could have stopped you from taking the test? No. Vianney has already a made up mind. She's going to become a broker.
Yes.
Right? Nothing can stop a made up mind. Yeah. Nothing. Once you have it there, it's going to happen. And I challenge you to do that today. If this is your first time and you don't have your application in, come and speak to me and my husband. Sit in the front. I believe most of you guys are already people that are in the business, but we are going to have an incentive because I love incentives. You guys like incentives? Yeah. We're going to have incentives. This is the incentive. Anybody who next week brings three brand new 3 guests, anybody who brings 3 guests, make sure that you write down your name, that they're new and who invited them, okay? Because at the end of the meeting, the RVP that closes, we're not going to say you get this because you invited 3 guests. We're not going to say that, okay? We're going to say, okay, we're going to just do the final recognition to the people that are growing their team. And anybody that brings 3 brand new guests is going to get a $20 gift card from Starbucks because we need to grow our teams. Would you agree? Yeah. We need to grow our teams. It's not about the Starbucks card. Trust me. It's about you growing your team. It's about building a legacy. What? 1 recruit at a time. You build your legacy 1 recruit at a time. You build your legacy 1 recruit at a time. Say, I build my legacy. 1 recruit at a time. I build my legacy 1 recruit at a time. And that's it. Just 1 recruit at a time. And you'll build them. Love you guys. We're going to do a win at 3. And don't leave. There's nachos, drinks, and there's a lot of friends here. So win at 3. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Have a great night.
I want to take a picture with you. How are you?
You're now listening to an official
Kathy, are you ready? Vente a tomar foto, porque nos vamos.
No, pues qué bueno, bro, porque se necesitó, ¿verdad? ¿Y cómo está Ivette, bro? Con eso lo que pasó.
Primero estaba unos días bien, de repente.